Hey, what's going on, chess fanatics? Thought I would do a black and white episode. Maybe this is chess like Grandpa and Grandma used to experience. Not really too sure, but yeah, we'll just keep things nice and quiet. Jump into some black and white chess, and yeah, enjoy this nostalgic look at some terrible 10-minute chess. Here we go. We got ourselves a game against a 1703 out of Norway, and we will open up with knight to f3, see what our opponent has. Okay, so d5. It's a great move. We will come at him with c4 and see if he takes. I think taking might be the best move in this situation. Okay, so he doesn't take, which is fair. So we will push e3, and if they take, yeah, so we'll capture back with the f pawn, and now we're looking at playing d4, and we'll have ourselves a great structure. Okay, so here we go. We'll just play it straight away. Let's see if he takes, and we will just play h3 here, so we prevent the bishop from coming down. Looking a little bit hairy here, but I think what we'll do is just develop the bishop out and castle and have ourselves a game. Okay, so e6 is played. We are going to develop the bishop here to e2. This is somewhat reminiscent of, maybe I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say it could be somewhat reminiscent of a bird style structure, but that's not exactly accurate. In many of those scenarios, we'll have played b3 and fianchetto the bishop. So opponent looking to come in here, maybe look to occupy that juicy g3 square. We don't want that to happen. And so we will stick with developing move. We will play knight to c3 and just take that square away from our opponent. Castling likely next on the equation. Might just look to expand here on the queen side in the future, but gotta get ourselves safe first and foremost. There's a lot of tension here in the center. We'll also try and just maintain some semblance of time advantage if we can, but sometimes that's easier said than done. Okay, so he's just going for it anyway. We will take that, and now he hangs his queen, so we'll take that, and our opponent resigns. So there we go. Not quite sure what our opponent was calculating there. We will jump into a review. Of course, it'll be a very quick one, but I guess there's one or two things to potentially highlight here. So e3, this is still booked now. In my mind, D captures, and then playing that advance is still all theory. This strikes me as all theory at this point in time, but chess.com disagrees. That's okay. Here it's wanting us to grab space and just claim that advantage. And I think in that scenario, if we push this, then it's looking for us to also play e4, and we would just try and have our pawns on these light squares and kind of claim control of a lot of the white squares in and around the black king. But that's not how I typically play this. But hey, the silicone overlord always knows best. So didn't like this move. That's okay. I still think it was okay. Position's obviously equal at this point in time. We knew that they were coming into this square, certainly eyeing it up. I'm not sure what our opponent was thinking. I'm assuming they were thinking takes, check, then they would pick this up and maybe have some pressure here. And maybe they just overlooked the fact that that the knight was here, right? So yeah, just a huge blunder. Even if this knight was not here to capture, we would also just be able to play knight to f2. So that's kind of the gist of how this game went. We beat a 1700 something opponent there in 10 moves, and yeah, that's how she goes sometimes. happy to see a quick game. Hopefully you guys found it interesting and enjoyed this lovely travel back in time into some a black and white chess the way our grandparents would have experienced it. All right, thanks guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.